Good morning to all my kids. Welcome to my online e-learning classes. Students, as you know, we have started our chapter 1 crop production and management, and we have completed the introduction of the chapter, in which we did the what is agriculture, why we need to grow crops, what is rabi crops and kharif crops. So these are the things which we have done in the introduction, and today we are going to start the next today's topic, that is different agricultural practices, in which we will learn why there is a requirement of different techniques and different practices. Why the farmers require the different stages, and what are these stages. So we only learn the first stage, that is preparation of soil, in today's video. So without any delay, let us start the video. Good morning, children. In chapter 1 crop production and management, we did the introduction portion, in which we have done what are crops, what is agriculture, how many types of crops are there, why we need to grow plants or why we need to grow crops. So these are the things which we have completed in our previous video. So today I'm going to start the new topic of this chapter, that is basic practices of crop production. Okay, so in this we will learn about the different stages of the agriculture. Means there are certain principles, there are certain rules which are followed by the farmers, or farmers follow certain principles to grow any crop. And in this principle there are so many stages, that have to be followed in a proper sequence by the farmers or the person who is going to grow the crops. So cultivation of crops involves several activities undertaken by farmers over a period of time. Cultivation of crops contains or involves so many activities, and it takes a period of time, long period of time. You may find that these activities are similar to those carried out by a gardener. Means in a surrounding we can see our gardener in the garden area, what type of things he is using, what type of processes he is following. Same thing is followed by the farmers, but on a large scale. So these activities or tasks which are essential and which have to be followed by the person who is going to grow the crop in a proper way is known as agricultural practices. They are termed as agricultural practices, and these are so many. See, there are so many practices, there are so many steps. When a crop is ready, it means so many steps have been followed. Before the harvesting season. Okay, first is preparation of soil, sowing, adding manure and fertilizers, irrigation, protecting from weeds, harvesting and storage. So these are seven stages, or we can say seven steps of the agriculture, which is very essential, and farmer have to follow in this sequence only. Okay, now the first one, preparation of soil. So actually these agricultural practices are essential for the growth of the plants, or it is essential for the crop production, because they actually, these practices make easier our farming. They make easy, they facilitate our farming, or we can say they make our farming easier. So step by step, if you do anything step by step, the thing will be easier for you. Okay, but if you want to do anything at once, it will be more difficult to manage. So every step makes the farming easier. Now the first step we are going to take today, that is preparation of soil. Now the first is preparation of soil. The preparation of soil is the first step before growing a crop. This is the first initial step. Okay, before the growing of any crop, it is the first basic step. One of the most important tasks in agriculture is to turn the soil and loosen it, because when no crops were grown on any field, or after harvesting, after cutting the whole crops, the land become rough, the land become barren, the land become dry. Okay, so we have to prepare the soil first, right? So we have to make our soil loosen, we have to make our soil porous, we have to make our soil very as we have to make our soil in which we can put our seed easily, and the seed will get, then only the seed will get proper nourishment. So the preparation of soil is the basic step, and it is very important. So this allows the roots to penetrate deep into the soil. So basically, the loosening of soil and turning of soil comes under this preparation of soil. Loosening of soil and turning of soil. What does it mean? Basically, the soil, the topmost layer of the soil, is the only portion of the soil which having nutrient and which can develop plant, which can grow the plant, and it is the important layer for the growth of any microorganism as well as the growth of the plants. So if we turn the soil by digging, by plowing, so we can move the uppermost layer which become dry into in the downward direction, and the downward soil into the upward direction. Uppermost layer will move in the downward direction, and the lower layer will move into the upward direction. So this movement of the soil, or turning, we can say this turning of the soil, is very important for the agriculture. Okay, and loosening means when the land become barren, when the no crops were grown on any field, then that field become harder, the surface of the land become harder. So we have to break this hardness. So we need some tools, some agricultural tools by which we can break the hardness of the soil. That is known as loosening. So this allows the roots, and loosening of the soil, what does the loosening of the soil, why it is important, or what does it do? So this allow the roots to penetrate deep into the soil, because if the soil is like this, hard, plain, okay, but if the soil is like this, means it is loosened as well as it is already turned. So when we grow any plant, so it will be easier for the roots to penetrate deeper, because they have a path. But this harder surface, a smaller seed will not able to break this harder surface of the soil. So the root will not penetrate in the deeper side, and that is why the growth of the plant will be improper. So loosening and turning of the soil is important, so that the roots of the plant penetrate deep into the soil. Thus loose soil allows the roots to breathe easily, even because they are loosened soil having pores, holes, so that they'll get the gases, and the gases exchange will be possible, and the plants, if the plants are or roots are getting proper oxygen, then they'll grow properly. Okay, so this allows the roots to penetrate deep into the soil. The loose soil allows the root to breathe easily even when they go deep into the soil. Why does the loosening of soil allow the roots to breathe easily? So the loosened soil helps in the growth of earthworms and microbes present in the soil. Even the loosened soil also get the gases properly. The gases which are mixed in the atmosphere, they'll enter easily inside the loosened soil. So loosening is important for breathing of the roots. And a part of this, so many microbes lives under the soil, and they are actually help the farmers. These organisms, the microbes, here we are talking about the microbes, are friends of the farmer, like earthworm and some other microbes or good bacteria. So they add humus to it. They lose the soil because earthworm make their home by making the holes. So they are also loosening the soil. They are also help to loosen the soil, okay, without any agricultural tool. So by this way, these microbes or earthworms also help the farmers. That is why they are known as the farmer's friend. And except this, they also discharge some things like they discharge the nutritious thing which is known as humus, and they add humus and they improve the fertility of the soil also. Okay, now you have learned in the previous classes that soil contains minerals, water, air, and some living organism. We all know this. In addition, dead plants and animals get decomposed by soil organisms. In this way, various nutrients held in the dead organism which are released back into the soil. Mean to say, so many dead plants and animals are decomposed by certain bacteria and soil organisms, and when the decomposition process occur, when they become decomposed, they released a nutritious thing like nitrogenous thing, and these nitrogenous product improves the fertility of the soil. Okay, again the plants which are grown in that area where the dead remain of the plants are there and the dead remain of the animals are there, they absorb these nutrients again, and then they grow properly. Since only a few centimeters, I have told you that only the topmost layer is nutritious, or they support the plant growth. Turning and loosening of soil brings the nutrient-rich soil to the top so that plants can use these nutrients. So if turning and loosening of soil occurs properly, so plants get all the nutrition from which are found only in the top area, because the turning process is also there. So the topmost layer which contains the nutrition, they also goes in the deeper side, and the deeper soil will move into on the upper side. So this is the turning of soil. Now turning and loosening of soil is very important for cultivation of crops. I think you all have understood this and the importance of loosening and turning, right? The process of loosening and turning of the soil is also called tilling or plowing. Plowing is a common word, but tilling is a new thing. This is done by using a tool, that is plow. There are so many type of tools which are used in the farming in various stages. every stages have their own different tools. So we, for loosening, we use plow or we use plank, which they break the bigger part of the soil. Plow are made by the wood or iron. If the soil is very dry, it may need watering before plowing, because sometimes the soil become dry, absolutely dry. Then they need watering before the plowing, because the plow will not able to break the soil, or they will not easily enter, the plow will not enter inside the soil layer. So the watering have to be done. The plowed field may have big pieces of soil called crumbs. This is important. The plowed field, sometimes the plowed field also have big pieces of soil which are known as crumbs. It is necessary to break these crumbs with a plank. Plank is again a type of tool like a comb. Like a comb, you know the comb, and in the same way it having so many bigger teeth which breaks the bigger soil particle. Okay, so the field is leveled after breaking the crumbs. The field is leveled for sowing. Leveling is also important. Make the soil smoother, and it is done by the leveler. It is done by the tool leveler. Sometimes manure is added before tilling or before plowing, because if we sprinkle or if we spread the manure, if you add the manure before tilling or before plowing, the mixing of manure will be proper. Okay, so this is all done, the preparation of soil. I hope you all have understood. If you have any query, you can ask me, and read it again, and write down a question. What is the difference between Kharif crop and Rabi crop? Okay, write a question. This is your homework. Write a difference between Rabi and Kharif crops. This is your homework. Okay, so hopefully you all have understood whatever I have explained you. So thank you for watching this video, children.